I'm excited for this matchup to start. And I hope it's like really intense close match. Excited to see how the players play. And let's get into it, Akka!
How do you think that, let's say it were an Atlas forward, right? How do you think this Atlas Dubu matchup will go?
Ooh. You know, I think it's just gonna be like, if the Atlas gets a good secondary with the Monu, it should be fine. But that's also an issue, like getting a good Atlas secondary to shove. But you know, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting, that's for sure. Well, all right. Let's go.
Dubu on the side of blue team, maybe paired with strike shot or mom boots, you know, push up for that offense and place a nice wall. Okay. Team player going on Koinks on Atlas goalie. We do not see the Atlas forward, unfortunately. And team player for EsperX and Monty. Everyone else is on Monu.
Yeah, and we get 3 slick kicks, 1 on Repaired, 1 on John, 1 on Funky. And we get the Mag Souls going to Esper, with both of the goalies going strike shot as well. Both barriers down on both sides. A battle in the top lane with the barriers. And, you know, both teams just trying to find that last barrier break.
I feel like this match is going to be favoring the red team, seeing as they have the era, this era's best map, and just gets a Monu just like that. Surprise, it's not a pick ban, or at least the blue team did not pick it first, but as we see, Repaired and EsperX, very nice push onto Koinks. No secondary to defend, and the 3 players coming back to help as Montycc deploys a nice tofu wall.
Yeah, really well played on the aggression from the side of R.E.Mjob. And something I want to point out with Esper, like, out of all the midfielders, I feel like Esper isn't exactly a super aggressive midfielder, but they make the forward, like, really, like, shine. Like, giving the forward so many opportunities to score, pair that up with a goalie that pushes up like Monty. You know, Repair's having a great day scoring the first goal as well for R.E.Mjob.
Yeah, this double team player, these two will just get to feed, repair the core all the time. And John Wheeler pushing in with the ult, but gets denied of the barrier. Second push going in now. Fortunately, does not get the second barrier. Kind of a neutral game right now, but one thing to note is that 3 flips are up on the side of R.E.Mjob. Flip used from Repaired, and he scores a barrier.
It fits through the Dubu ult gap. Really clean from Funky going for that shot. We got an R.E.Me ult in the bottom. Nice clear coming out from Koinks with the core flip. Another core flip being used from Montycc. Repaired going for a bit of an aggressive dribble onto Koinks, and Esper winning the strike war against John. Scoring it in the top part of the goal. Really well played.
A bit of spotlight shining onto EsperX as he gets his own goal. Maybe you can see a little bit of a comeback for in this set from the side of Jamers Gamers.
Yeah, potentially. Something I do want to point out with Atlas goalie, I'm not a big fan of like Atlas goalie in the starting, you know, couple sets. I feel like Atlas, you really want to get some awakenings, whether that's speed to move around or just cooldowns in general. But yeah, they do get the first barrier, so it might be the comeback. We'll see. Erenado taking away an evade from Montycc. We got Koinks winning the 1v1 against Repaired. Repaired not going to be able to strike that. We got John with the core flip. Losing the strike war to Repaired as Repaired gets 1 barrier. Can they get the goal? No, they cannot. Nice primary trade-off between Koinks and Repaired. John now getting aggressive with an ult and core flip. Beautiful defense coming out from Montycc. We reach overtime now as well. John trying to use core flip to core control. But the pressure is just so heavy for the side of Jamers Gamers.
The pressure exerted from R.E.Mjob is insane, seeing as John Wheeler is constantly forced to come back to catch the core, and just like that, repaired 2v1s, gets the core in, slides it past by the astral projection. First point goes to R.E.Mjob, and EsperX is first on the draft. A lot of good things here. Maybe Stacks is good to deny the era of more speed. Actually, he goes for timeless. Maybe denying the Atlas scaling with Twin Drive or Creation build. Repaired goes with Castellas, denying the era of the Montycc build. But still, era gets heavy impact, more cooldowns on the primary, and for the rest is size on Montycc. Size is just good in general, and John Wheeler picks up the prize fighter. New prize fighter. Let's see some dash punches just like that.
Yeah, really clean coming out from John Wheeler with that KO, getting a prize fighter in the very first 10 seconds of the match. We got Koinks expending that ultimate just to make sure John keeps that HP up, doesn't lose that prize fighter that they just got. Repaired instantly coming in, causing some aggression, but the aggression instantly gets switched, and James is looking really, really good right now with that prize fighter that they just got so early on.
Fortunate barrier break there. Very nice offensive push from the side of R.E.Mjob. Oh, sorry, Jamers Gamers. But now they lose the barrier of their own. Flip use from EsperX, looking for KO attempt onto Funky.
Yeah, bit of a
staggered.
Bit of a blunder coming out with the KO attempt. Pretty nice.
Forgetting the names as well, but another KO attempt coming from John Wheeler, EsperX. Low HP overtime now. Oh, the team player. Seems like Monty a bit too excited with the team player pass. Fortunately aims it at the middle partition and own goals. Getting Jamers their first point.
Yeah, that's still a point for the Jamers either way, so that's going to be really nice. Still keeping up that prize fighter as well. Will John find that second prize? Goes for the Montycc shove, but does not get any value out of it. Koinks forced to use core flip against Repaired as he tries to shove through Koinks. Nice defense coming out from EsperX and Monty, keeping that second barrier up, only losing one. And we got Funky hovering with Flip, waiting to make a play. Beautiful play from Funky, breaking the barrier, baiting out the ult as well. We got Monty with core flip. That team play. Oh no! Funky! Take him out.
Beautiful KO from EsperX. Can they convert this into a barrier break? Oh, Repaired with the primary stun. Good thing Funky comes back just in time to assist Koinks, but he catches the core thanks to EsperX, and they get the point regardless. At least John Wheeler did not lose his prize fighter stacks. Hopefully he can get more, and Koinks gets to stack up his pancakes.
Yeah, definitely agree on that. Movement speed always nice on the goalie. Beautiful ultimate coming out from John, getting a barrier and denying that core flip from EsperX. Nice clear coming out from Montycc, denying it away from John Wheeler, keeping that barrier up. Repaired getting a beautiful second barrier, going for the hook play as well, but hooks John Wheeler instead of the core. A little bit unfortunate. Nice evade coming out from Repaired as well. Esper trying to keep that core control, finding the pass to Repaired, but John Wheeler doing excellent to cover it, but Monty actually finding a beautiful pass to Repaired. Gamers Game is doing nice to hold on right now, but they can't find that second barrier. Never mind, Caster's Curse, they find it. Okay.
Seems like both the fours are on fire. John Wheeler with that crazy 2v1. Now looking for KO onto Repaired, but Repaired fights back with his own KO. Kills Koinks. Can Jamers hold on? Flip is from Funky. Oh, second strike. The rest was primary. The stun does not go through, and John Wheeler gets second strike by Repaired. Unfortunately, no cooldown there.
Really unfortunate. Crazy save coming out from Funky, though, with amazing patience. Avoids getting stunned by that primary from Rasmus. Repaired as well. We got Repaired winning the kickoff, winning the first barrier as well, doing great in the strike wars right now. Unfortunate NATO coming out, not finding any KOs, but does scare away the forwards of R.E.Mjob. We got a nice Dubu ultimate coming up in the top lane from Monty. Doesn't find the barrier, however. James Game is on top of business right now with the clearing. And John Wheeler finds one barrier to answer back Repaired's one barrier.
This Castellas is helping quite a bit for Repaired, seeing as he can take so much more space with the extra duration of the speed. And oh, John Wheeler looking for KO temperature. EsperX lucky gets with his life still intact. But it looks really hard right now for Jamers to score a barrier. This defense or teamwork from Monty and EsperX. Oh, Repaired, very nice hook. And slots it in. Oh my gosh, Repaired.
Yeah, really nice play coming out from Repaired. And this is the thing I was talking about earlier, like before. It was Esper is like really passive compared to other midfielders. He does so well to support the goalies in defense, and then he does so well to support the shovers in the offense. So really nice. Gets the extra special. Oh no, with the timeless creator. What do we think about that?
This is looking really rough, as EsperX is already assisting Monty and Repaired very well, you know, on the sidelines. Sort of like the bass player in a band, you know. But now that he picked up extra special with timeless, this is gonna be really hard on the side of Jamers.
Yeah, I mean, like...
And look at that. Look at them. They're all on top of each other. 3 people. Montycc, very nice Dubu wall. Oh, forced to give that barrier, but luckily doesn't have to give the other one. Another scoring attempt. Fortunately, gets cleared. Very nice from Montycc. Very nice defense. And look at that. Pass back to EsperX.
Back up. What? It's back up already, the IME. Oh, really nice passing between Montycc and Esper. Repaired, trying to keep up that aggression on the offense. Nice clear from Koinks. Funky doing well to man-mark Repaired as well. But Esper with a beautiful blink down into the bottom lane, paired up with a strike to get that final barrier past Koinks. Nice pass with the glitch pop. Repaired, not finding the goal, however. Monty left in a tough position, clears it away from the top lane though. Really nice decision. John looking a little bit low. And we reach overtime now, so things are gonna get...
Yep, that's the team player.
Damn! You know, that makes up for, you know, hit the own goal, but scoring a goal back, you know. It cancels out,
EsperX is just controlling midfield right now. Like, with these Mag Souls, he just gets to hover around for free, and seems Repaired just gets assisted by turret and like the long range bubbles. And look at that. Need for a NATO to come out to clear that. And this is so hard on the side of Jamers. I think maybe Era needs to help some more for Koinks, because it's really unfortunate that John Wheeler has to come back. It's really hard because EsperX and Montycc are working so well, getting passes between each other. But here we have very nice NATO. Unfortunately, the core does not get to be escorted. Funky is now dead.
Really nice KO coming out from Repaired down onto Funky. They're in the 3v2. Esper trying to feed Repaired in the corner, but Repaired takes so much damage. Nice swing down from Repaired. Can we see a Dubu? Oh, no, I think it's on cooldown. Monty doing a nice clear away from the Error Tornado. We got John Wheeler with flip, Funky with flip, Repaired with a beautiful barrier break past Koinks. Can he get the goal? No, it gets cleared away. Funky passing to John Wheeler. John Wheeler hitting it backwards. Or hitting the angle that sends it backwards to Repaired, but Koinks is luckily standing on business. Never mind Caster's curse. Repaired, you know, stands over Koinks as they win the strike war.
One more point, match point on the side of R.E.Mjob. Are they gonna go for this clean sweep for this set, or will Gamers fight back?
Well, you know, I would love to see it. Oh no, it's reverse sweep, but it looks like that's being broken down. the mountain they need to climb to win happens to be Mount Everest, and it is looking oh so dim right now. John Wheeler with 0 prize fighter now, and, you know, it's gonna be really, really tough now.
Dubu wall just used, sort of. Less power on the offense, but still that extra special. Oh my god, repaired! Very nice hook bounces off onto him. The flip, but John Wheeler gets a barrier of his own. Era speed boosting him, almost wins the strike war. Montycc second strikes him, very nice, but EsperX getting flip up very soon. Overtime. Now advantage on the side of R.E.Mjob, the double team player, very deadly. Tower deployed, does not get much value, and it has expired. Nado coming in, Montycc counters with his own ult. 3 flips on the side of Jamers. Flip use onto John Wheeler. Saved!
What? That was a crazy save. A hook almost denying the core flip. We get a KO from John Wheeler. That's going to increase the prize. EsperX forced to use core flip. Repaired playing the midfielder role. Actually, both of the R.E.Mjob players playing that goalie role to fill Monty's shoes. But, oh no, it's not enough. And we might see the reversal climbing Mount Everest. You know? Holy...
They still have a long way to go despite Koinks having stacks, but John Wheeler gets 1 prize back at least, so not down on Awakening. But EsperX gets a KO and flip used from Repaired.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate. Esper finding another KO down onto Funky. Beautiful pass from Repaired to the glitch ball, passes it back to Repaired. And a great primary setup. What a amazing pass coming out from Esper and Repaired with that team play. That was really, really clean. And yeah, that was very, very difficult for the side of James Gamers. Very, very difficult. But a very strong performance for the side of R.E.Mjob.
The team play was just too strong. Yeah, the team player, you know.
Yeah.
EsperX just passing the core around, and like him and Monty, nice passes along the midfield, just switching lanes when the opportunity presents itself. If they want to go through EsperX, he just deploys the turret. If they want to go through Monty, then Monty deploys his tofu wall.
Yeah, it's just so difficult to beat, especially since Koinks didn't have... I believe Koinks didn't have any cooldown awakenings. So, yeah, that's gonna be very, very rough to defend against that many CDs for the side of R.E.Mjob. And of course, Repaired being that constant offensive pressure with the support of Montycc and Esper. You know, that's just... It's rough, man. It's rough. But yeah, we will... be like 2 minutes before the next game, and we'll cut to a short break, I think, potentially. Cool.
Oh, misses the strike. It's unlucky.
Oh, they're passing to the Julie. They're passing the Julie.
The flip abuses, man. So much pressure on Saren from both forwards.
Got him. The aiming turret?
Is she right here? Yeah, there we go. Nice strike there.
Ooh. Oh, the angle!
The angle.
Oh, he's been watching Kuhai guys. Oh, Luca with the glitch pop!
He gets the cross. I was about to say, someone needs to block the cross clear, but he got it there.
He's got aerials, true. I was like, why did it go so long?
Hit down away from it.
Luca is
like they don't have abilities for
not getting past. It does not get past. Holy.
He's there for a cross.
Oh, just caught it! Holy.
So I might score here. Use the flip to get it out. Spring
cross. Oh, Luca, man!
Freaking backwards primary.
Oh, they want to kill him. Oh, but they're
he sees it. Oh, I see it.
Oh, that one almost killed. Oh, but it's getting kind of close. Down, the goalie goes down! Can Luca hold it? No, Luca with the slits pop releasing
Unlucky with the
slightly
glitch pop
too
there.
early. Oh. I think I muted a little bit.
Oh, it's portals, man.
Can we just
It's
trap to the
expired,
corner,
yeah.
but it's just expired in time.
It was there for all.
Oh. He's just holding it down. He's holding it down. But they're just letting the ball keep going to
He got
Kimmy.
too close. Gets stunned by the
Yeah.
trap running.
The
Closes
ball
up
just
the
keep going
round.
to Kimmy. It's just very upsetting.
Prize fighter, let's, see some dash punches just like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, really clean coming out from John Wheeler with that KO, getting a prize fighter in the very first.
Fights back with his own KO, kills Koinks. Can Jamers hold on? Flip these from Funky. Oh, second strike, the rest was primary. The stun does not go through, and John Wheeler gets second strike by Rip. Nado coming in, Montycc counters with his own ult. 3 flips on the side of Jamers. Flip use onto John Wheeler. Saved!
What? That was a crazy save, a hook, or John Wheeler. That's going to increase the prize. EsperX forced to use core flip. Repaired playing the midfielder role. Actually, both of the R.E.Mjob players playing that goalie role to fill Monty's shoes. But
And flip used from Repaired.
yeah, really unfortunate. Esper finding another KO down onto Funky. Beautiful pass from Repaired to the glitch ball. Passes it back to Repaired.
Oh, misses the strike. It's unlucky.
Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We went to a quick water break just to chillax after that game. But, of course, I'm joined by Akka once again. And we're jumping into the next map, which is Gates of Obscura with Adrenaline Rush and stacks on stacks.
A rush start, definitely gonna be a very how to word it, volatile maybe. Well, a very volatile match can go both ways. One side will roll the other with the A rush procs, or maybe some people will opt for stacks on stacks, more speed, to deny KO opportunity. But I'm thinking this is such an A rush game, isn't it? I mean, it's Gates of Obscura.
Yeah, I mean, Obscura gonna be a very difficult map to defend because it can just stay in the corners for so long, and as it stays in the corner longer and longer, that's more damage built up. And the fact it's like Adrenaline Rush plus stacks, if someone goes stacks, your Adrenaline Rush gets way more value when you get a KO. It's like removes the stacks, gives you basically all your CDs back, and of course gives you that movement speed. So it's gonna be grim. It's gonna be grim.
Oh yeah, for sure. The only downside being is that they have to secure some KOs, or else stacks will take over with the huge amount of speed. But now we see actually IME ban from R.E.Mjob, as they have lost the map, switching over to red side. First pick going to the side of Gamers, denying Funky of his IME pick, I believe, yes?
Yep.
And Gamers going with an Estelle ban. Solid ban, just all around good character. And since Goo is map with so many angles, or angles to receive passes from or score from, Estelle is definitely a good deny. But first pick, actually, very interesting. Fini.
Yeah, Finny really powerful. That's going to be most likely Funky, but it could also, be a Joker card from Koinks coming out, secret pick. But we get an Atlas goalie once again, but this time it's going to be on Montycc. And we also get a Now pick. I didn't think anyone was a Now player, but, I guess Esper gonna pull that out. Not a big fan of the Now ever since the nerf. But, if you get one Dash Awakening, it's practically the same as before, but it's very difficult to survive on Now. So pairing it up with the Atlas is really nice. We get Rasmus for the side of Gamers, which will be John Wheeler, and we actually get a Kai goalie for Gamers as well, which is going to be Koinks.
I like Now pick, sort of a counter or deny to the Fini, denies damage and overall healing paired with the Atlas. Very strong survivability. But aside from that, stacks on stacks, obviously very good on now. Stacks the pancakes very fast. Gonna see her run all over, maybe the speed nerfs weren't so bad, or won't be so bad after all, if now takes stacks. And I'm seeing a crocodile on the pick, the 6th pick, last pick for red side.
Yeah, it adds that bit of aggression.
Oh, monster character, Jakar, nerf it! The A-Rush start also, man.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know why Drakkar got buffed, Bro was already, like, chomping up, and now he's gonna be chomping up even more. But yeah, we do have quite a lot of damage. What the hell?
Was?
Hello!
What the helly? Koinks. Seems like Koinks watched a bit of bridge streams, the Juliet goalie.
Big fan of the Juliet goalie on Gates of Obscura.
I mean, it's A-Rush, man. Like, he probably thought, he should go for it.
Yeah.
Low-key, not a bad pick. Low-key.
Yeah, it is W, Mom Boots Juliet on Goo with, like, the portals. Really, really W. But I think that was a misclick for the side of James Gamers. But yeah, well, I was basically saying how James Gamers had a lot of damage potential with that Finny, with that Rasmus, and the Kai goalie backing it up as well. And, yeah, we got the double healer. So that's going to deny quite a lot of damage. If Repaired wanted to go Vambrace, that'd be so funny. Just the immortal build. But there's no chance.
No way you go Vambrace with a
Yeah,
now. Oh my gosh, this is a stacks game. Everyone opting for stacks, not the A-Rush. Love for everyone.
Yeah.
No violence.
Yeah. Against violence, love seeing core control games. But we get some violence instantly on the field as Repaired uses every single shotgun pellet onto John Wheeler, getting the first barrier regardless without that shotgun. Gets the shotgun back already and gets the second barrier. Really nice core control coming out from Repaired. And Esper with a great now secondary to break through Koinks is clear. And the Drakkar are really, really good into the Kai, I have to say.
Yeah, I was about to mention that I feel like this is so tough for Koinks. Being on Kai against a Jakar, especially again in this map. These corners, and just look at that. This Jakar is, nice champ, bro. Like, what will this Kai do? He has one barrage and the dog has like 3 things to shoot at him. Fini ult deployed though. Gets the clear, Repaired once again, 1v1. Oh, but Koinks this time waits it out. Gets a nice second strike.
Yeah, Koinks reaching level 2 now as well. That Giga Blast is going to be up in a tough situation against Repaired as Repaired reaches core flip, scares John Wheeler with a little bit of damage. Nice save coming out from Koinks, doing a beautiful barrage to deny that core flip from Repaired. We got Funky with core flip as well. Will we see an ultimate? Beautiful core flip paired up with the primary, giving Monty no area to clear whatsoever. That mini Finny ult with no creation size isn't going to catch the core, sadly. And we got Repaired on the aggression again. Funky passing up to John. John trying to beat Monty in the 1v1, but Funky gets a stray core coming their way, and they slot it down in the bottom, making it 1-1 split.
Funky stepping up, evening out the score. Unfortunately, John Wheeler loses his stacks. Needs to get it back up, but this record champ, he's gonna lose it all again in a moment. I swear.
Yeah. Big fan of Drakkar we are, just a menace on the field. We get a nice core flip, getting one of the barriers. Getting 2 barriers, actually. Repaired instantly responds back, getting 1 barrier, getting 2 barriers. Both goalies losing both barriers. And now we're going to wait to see which team scores. Beautiful strike coming out from Funky, beating that shotgun from Repaired. Repaired passing to Esper, who has core flip, but Koinks denies it out of their reach. Koinks trying to find the pass to Funky. Funky clearing it away from Repaired. Nice portal coming out from Monty, trying to keep the aggression on the side of Jamer's Gamers. Lots of abilities being used to deny repair that core control, but a nice core flip pass gets denied by Koinks Giga Blast, and it's just going crazy as John finds the Strike War win against Esper and gets the goal.
Nice second strike coming out from John Wheeler. Don't need the stacks, the second strike. Don't need speed. But now Funky and Repaired at full stacks. Monty and EsperX approaching full stacks as well. But oh my god, like Drakkar champ. Funky loses all his stacks just like that.
Yeah,
and now they're down a player.
No!
Repaired. Receiving the core through the portal, Koinks tries to contest, but Repaired. Second strike is Koinks and gets the core in. Very strong performance coming out from Repaired.
Yeah, being a menace with that Drakkar character. We get a bit of kickoff damage onto Esper, but nothing that will really intimidate them. We got Koinks trying to find a clear, but Repaired and Esper just beautiful with the core control right now, as Monty also holds up that top lane, just making sure they can't clear there as well. Nice 1v1 win from Koinks, but does not win the second one as Repaired just blitzes through them with amazing speed right now.
First set goes to the side of R.E.Mjob, getting the 3 points very quickly. Or, sorry, the 2 points remaining for their set win. But Repaired first in the draft opts for more speed, fight or flight, also denying survivability, getting a bit of secondary cooldown refresh when he goes to stagger someone.
Yeah, definitely agree. And we got the spec training coming out for Koinks. That's going to be very, very powerful, but we do have a double healer, so they can't really go for the damage, but they can go for the insta KO. And, you know, I feel like everyone got pretty decent awakenings.
Very bold pick from Koinks, opting for specialized. Means he's gonna look for KOs, you know. Primetime dog.
So much defense for Monty now with that prime time. We'll see who builds up the first stacks as well, as we got Funky being the leader right now of the stacks parade, getting a barrier as well as John Wheeler falls back. Really nice rotation coming out for Jamer's Gamers. Koinks left in a 1v1 against Repaired, getting an own barrier with the Giga Blast, I believe, losing both barriers as well. This was a really tough situation for Koinks. Really nice core control for EsperX and Repaired. Monty doing well to survive against John Wheeler. Repaired going for a dribble against Koinks, gets backed up by Funky, but not enough as Esper is left with a free core and passes it to Repaired.
I mean, I guess he doesn't need to kill anyone if he's running around at full speed against a Kai in Goo. You know? Like, he just has... Oh my god, John Wheeler and Koinks comboing their abilities, getting the KO on Repaired, no more stacks. Needs to build it up again. Can they convert this to a barrier gain? A bit hard because Monty has secondary and 2 prime time, but nice flip coming out from Funky, securing the second barrier. Oh, more damage coming to Repaired. Get him! Nah, did he just lag out?
He just lagged through the Giga Blast. Hello? Bit of lag tech being used by Repaired, you know, when...
Chat, is that loud, chat?
Can we get a PC check? Can we get a PC check?
Repaired with the lag switch. Gets denied by Koinks Giga. Flip on the side of both goalies. John Wheeler getting flipped very soon. Funky using his ult, the big finish, does not get a score. Oh no. Koinks missing the barrage, fortunately still clears it. Funky looking low. Flip used. Passes through the portal, John Wheeler primary. Montycc very nice flip denying him of the score, but here he comes, running in full speed. Flip used and oh no! Astral projection catches it and Repaired dribbles it, forcing Koinks into a strike war. Gets it in. Oh no.
yeah, you know, Repaired was lagging a little bit, you know, maybe trying to play off that last lag. You ain't slick, bro, you ain't slick. But nah, really well played from Repaired, winning that 1v1, but gets taken out of the map. That's a
Oh my
stack
god!
scorn. No, that's another stack scorn for Repaired. John trying to go for the primary setup, doesn't get the barrier, but Funky catches it clear to get one barrier. Koinks finding John in the portal, gets intercepted by the strike shot. We've got a really fast-paced game for the side of Gamers as they try to find that second barrier. Yes, they do. Nice Finny ultimate coming out from Funky and
What the hell?
Ah!
EsperX giving a back pass to Monty, and Monty not expecting a back pass at that tight corner in that situation, netting them the point. That's two points for the side of Jamers where it was an own goal.
Yeah, but, you know, a goal is a goal in my eyes, you know.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, we did have Funky use Flip previously to avoid getting KO'd from Repaired, I believe. We got Esper winning the 1v1 against John Wheeler, keeping that core control perfectly so Repaired can get this final barrier, and so they do, finally winning against Koinks, but Koinks is approaching Flip. Repaired approaching Flip as well. Oh no!
Oh my god, EsperX and Repaired just throwing in their own combos to close out the round. EsperX TP's in, primary flip, kills Funky. Repaired, slotting it into the corner and reinforcing that score with an ult, catching Koinks off guard. And now, what will EsperX up here in this Awakening draft? Extra special, denying the Kai of more specialized Gigas. But still, he gets Emperor. Very good Awakening nonetheless. Also denying the Alice and the Jakar in the meantime. Glass Cannon, more speed for Funky. Big Fish, more size, you know, denying John Wheeler of more size. Very good with the Rasmus. And Repaired for more survivability, you know, to keep his stacks. And seeing as he was getting dumped earlier, that was the window of avenue for Gamers. Now getting closed out with the Reptile Remedy, the Croc.
Yeah, no? Really being very powerful on this pick, forcing Funky and Koinks to both be really defensive, more defensive throughout the later parts of the match. We almost get a barrier break for James. Oh, nice!
Oh my god!
They did it again! Again! Really well played from Koinks and John Wheeler, getting that KO down onto Repaired. That stack's gone. We got damage going down onto Esper, but they got that extra special to instantly come back. Repaired, hungry for revenge, but doesn't find the KO. Finds a lot of damage onto Funky, however. Trying to find the pass to Esper. Esper trying to find the pass to Repaired, but gets denied by Funky. Doesn't get denied this time. And it's such a difficult position for Gamers right now.
Oh, it's difficult, but they get double barrier. Now on the defense, the Now and the Atlas. Double healer defense, both having flip soon. Now they both have flip. But here on the side of Koinks, quite hard to defend against a Jakar. Oh my god, primary flip coming out. Repaired, reinforcing with their primary Koinks flips. And oh my god, nice double pass from EsperX onto Repaired.
Nah, seeing the invis, you know, because they are teammates. Koinks not seeing that invis, however, really gonna catch them off guard, especially with that little bit of extra speed coming out from the secondary strike. We got Koinks passing to Monty through the portal, keeping up that aggression. John Wheeler with flip now. The energy economy quite heavily favoring Gamers. So much aggression coming out for Gamers, but they can't break through EsperX and Monty. Just so good in the defense together. Nice flip coming out from Funky. Nice flip coming out from John. But it gets denied by EsperX. I mean, their defense is amazing right now. Their coordination is perfect.
Ooh. KO attempt coming from Repaired. Uses the flip, unfortunately does not get it. Funky and Koinks getting it past through the midfield, getting it to John Wheeler. And unfortunately, Monty, nothing to catch the core.
Yeah, really nice goal for John Wheeler.
Stacks on stacks, proc onto Funky. Can he make the most of this? Glass cannon and stacks. He is ultra fast, especially since Fini is just the fastest character. Ooh, repaired, going for another KO attempt. Ult used, missed. But still, gets a barrier. Jamers on the back end getting pushed in by R.E.Mjob. Oh, but EsperX, very nice. Covering the clear. Open barrier for Koinks and Jamers Gamers.
Nah! What a nice portal pass coming out from Esper. John desperately trying to support Koinks, but Koinks wins out the 1v1, but it doesn't matter because Repaired has the feeding support from Esper, and Repaired does a nice read with the ultimate as well. I mean, Esper and Monty are just doing great right now in coordinating with each other, and Esper doing perfect passes to Repaired, and Repaired doing perfect with those passes, you know, making the right decision every single time almost. Koinks trying to get aggressive with the flip. Can we see maybe a Giga Blast KO? No, barely misses out on KOing Repaired, but we do get one barrier. No, we get two barriers. Really well played from John Wheeler and Funky, but Funky gets KO!
Oh, no. Stacks on stacks gone. John Wheeler and Koinks need to hold down the line. This is match point. Can they hold on for Funky? Giga used, clears the core, very nice. Poke attempt, looking to get the score in. But Montycc still has flip, still has all his abilities up. This is so hard on the side of Jamers, and now they're going for a bottom side push. Can Jamers hold on for John Wheeler to get the flip? Oh, red core.
Yeah, really nice Giga Blast clear, and a nice read from John getting out the core flip as well and not expending any of the energy as well. So we are going to get a really nice last point advantage, I would say, for Jamers Gamers with that core flip on John. Just got to watch out for Repaired, make sure they don't get the KO. We get a double ultimate team play coming out for John Wheeler and Funky. Doesn't get a barrier, but they do get a barrier later on, which is really nice. Koinks doing nice in the defense as well, denying the core control away from Repaired. John Wheeler doing an amazing shove, backed up by Funky secondary. Koinks going for the portal pass, gets denied by Repaired's flash build right now. And they just need to get the core to John in a good spot so they can flip and score against Monty. But Monty doing so well right now.
This is such an intense point, and oh my god!
What?
A turn of events has occurred, and the core getting momentum on overtime, and or from Funky's 1-2 punch proc, getting it to John Wheeler, and John Wheeler scores from the midfield. Oh my gosh. Monu on the Finny, denying now an Atlas of creation size, and this is so huge for the Finny. This will put the now sort of in a pinch.
Yeah.
Team player for Koinks, very nice for overtime. Get the core out faster as well against the Jakar. Castellas on the Jakar. Maybe for more mind game, more speed for John Wheeler, more size for Montycc, a bit of power as well. Can look for to damage some more, and oh, repaired for very nice KO, and Koinks and John with their own counter KO. Very consistent combo, the Giga and the Primary. 2v2 now, tea time tussle, and Funky gets back in.
Really well played from both teams, holding on, not losing a barrier in that 2v2. Doing well to find both KOs, but the stacks weren't really that high since it was just the start of the first point. So not going to get too much value out of those KOs. We got Funky and John trying to shove through Monty. Monty doing amazing in the defense right now. Passing down to Esper. Esper not connecting on the core, but John doesn't connect either. Nice secondary to help Monty in the defense, but it gets cleared down, and Funky still finds that barrier. Funky finds the second barrier, showing us that monumentalist value. Koinks with core flip now. Could we see a little bit of an aggressive play on the front end? You know, Koinks running up, but what?
Primary from John Wheeler, expecting the pass from Monty to EsperX. Red core because of explosive and spark of strength and overtime. First point goes to the side of Jamers.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Koinks! Bit of a blunder. Loses the ult trade-off against Repaired as well. Repaired winning the strike ward to break the second barrier now. Is this the dreams of the Jamers game is being shattered right now? They were making a comeback, but it looks like Repaired, Esper, and Monty have now locked in, shutting down that comeback, but Koinks is doing nice in the defense against Repaired, and we get a KO from John Wheeler! Really nice primary. We got a red call with the Giga Blast, passing it to John Wheeler, forcing Monty to use Flip. Beautiful vision, seeing the portal pass to Repaired, but John Wheeler wins out the interaction. Nice Finny ultimate coming out from Funky, but doesn't get value as Monty completely shuts it down. And we are in such an intense point right now, Aka.
Overtime in 10 seconds. Finny ult coming back up very soon and Repaired. Oh, uses Flip, denying Koinks of the KO, and also look. Now it's overtime. Koinks team player activation. But still a bit risky with Repaired in the front. Oh my god. Repaired almost catching the core through the portal, and John Wheeler. Oh my god, red core on strikes and Repaired receiving the core dribbles and makes a quick strike with the primary.
Yeah, really well played on that goal-scoring attempt. Jamers game is doing really well to answer back, but Repaired shutting them down with a really nice goal. We got Koinks coming up with Flip once again and reaching the max stacks. Trying to find the pass to John Wheeler, but John Wheeler gets denied by the primary of Montycc. That's going to be really effective with that prime time. John Wheeler and Funky trying to find that barrier past Monty, but Monty and Esper are just standing on top of business right now. John gets call from the portal, trying to break through Monty again, but no, there's, you know, the primetime infinite primary shields right in your face. Funky trying to make a play in the bottom, backed up with the Finny ult. Esper forced to use core flip, and really nice defense once again for the side of R.E.Mjob.
Very long neutral game. Round is about to go on to overtime, and no barriers have been broken. John Wheeler forcing the flip out of Monty. And look at that defense from Esper and Monty, just absolute chef's kiss. Koinks uses the flip, gets a barrier of his own. And now overtime, team player is in activation. They get a second barrier. John Wheeler with so much speed can catch the core regardless of where. And look at that, just like that. Always in position of a pass. Very nice passing play from the side of Jamers. 1 point off from closing out the set with their own win. Can we see a 5-set game here?
Yeah, I would really like to see a 5-set game. I'd also really like to see a third map, you know, and James' game is really showing that they can bring it to a third map, fighting as hard as they can to beat R.E.Mjob, but a beautiful flip from Repaired, getting John Wheeler's flip out of there as well. A dangerous position Koinks is in right now. Esper winning the strike war against Funky, but doesn't win it the second time. Nice hook coming out from John Wheeler and primary, but gets denied by Montycc. Needs to play for their life a little bit. Nice solo barrier take from Funky in the 1v2. Monty trying to find the pass to Repaired. Repaired losing the interaction twice to John Wheeler now. Beautiful ult coming out from Funky. Can they beat EsperX? But no, they cannot. Esper in a beautiful spot to flip, but holds onto it still. And this is so intense right now.
Oh, flip use from the side of EsperX. Very nice stun coming from Repaired. Koinks not being able to run down and catch it. Match point here once again. Will Jamers get another set for another chance at beating R.E.Mjob, or will R.E.Mjob close it out right here?
Yeah, I would really love to see it. We get a nice Finny ult coming out from Funky to keep that aggression up for their team. But it instantly comes back. Repaired in a beautiful position to get a barrier, but does not get the barrier. Nice clearing coming out from Koinks and Funky. Just denying that core control away from Repaired. But the support from Monty and Esper is just so powerful. Repaired finally gets a barrier past Koinks. And Koinks is just in such a tough position. The cast to last showing off beautifully in that previous play from Repaired. Going for a flip, beats John, doesn't beat Koinks, but the
oh my gosh, EsperX!
Wow. And they win. The champs.
GG. Champions of Div 1. R.E.Mjob. What's REM stand for?
No idea. You know, couldn't tell you, bro. Don't ask me, man. I just play the game, cast the game.
Oh. Repaired Montycc. Okay, R.E.Mjob. Congrats to the REM. Champions of Div 1.
Yeah, the big.
Very strong performance from the side of Repaired, and the triple offense from everyone was just absolutely insane. But big props to Jamers for holding out for so long as well, you know.
Yeah, definitely agree. I mean, we had a 23-minute game, and it didn't even go to the final set. So that was really, really strong performance from both teams. Sadly, we didn't get to see a third map. Really, really disappointed by not getting to cast a third map. But, you know, congrats to both teams, of course. And yeah, you know, Div 1 Grand Finale Finals. And we got R.E.Mjob being victorious. And, you know, I think we're ready for the interviews, Aka. What do you say?
I guess you will be doing the interviews all by yourself. Isn't that right?
Yeah, you know, yeah, I don't mind. We'll wait for them to join in a second. And here they are, R.E.Mjob. We got Esper, Repaired, and Monty. How do you guys feel after that win?
Feels
great.
Yeah, we're feeling good. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That
you know,
was it was intense. Intense as fuck, especially that last one. I was getting a little bit worried there in that one of those sets where we just couldn't like get the barriers or something, couldn't score. I was getting like a little bit worried, but those are really fun games today.
yeah, I mean, like, I would have loved to see a third map, but you guys just performed so, like, incredibly strong. Like, Monty and Esper, your, like, defensive coordination is, like, so good. And then Repaired, of course, just doing the best you can.
We just let Repaired go and do his thing.
yeah, it's like, it is really, really well played. And, you know, once again, congrats on the win in the Div 1 finale. You know, maybe one of you guys will, like, you know, take over and keep divs going.
Potentially,
Maybe.
maybe.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. And curious, was the Now and the Atlas pick to deny the Morphini, or was it to deny like the Adrenaline Rush if they potentially went it?
Well, I cooked up the draft on that one. I don't always do that, but I know
Yeah.
we're really weak into damage and playing damage. And once I saw the Awakenings and the Finny first pick, I was like, just lock in all HP and healing. They can't kill us.
Yeah. I mean, like, especially Repaired with you getting that Reptile Remedy as well, and just an insane speed build. How do you feel about your build there? Because that was like a monster build with the speed.
What did I even have? I don't remember.
Reptile Remedy was one of them, and that's a huge one. So
Yeah, fourth as well.
Oh, Fight or Flight? Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy.
So
That's such a good awakening to get. Plus Reptile Remedy. It was so powerful up front.
I really liked the usage from coming out from the secondary with the cast to last. I have to say, Repaired. It was really, really nice catching off guard Koinks almost every single time. You know, you guys did great together as a team, showing, you know, just it wasn't just individual players with really good skills, but it was like a whole entire team working really, really well together, and, you know, really, really well played.
Thank you.
That was super cool. My first time winning a tourney, so I was like, damn.
Is that your first tourney you win?
I've been in a lot of
Yeah, I
finals,
did
but
a
that's my
lot of
first one as well.
Yeah.
What?
no comment.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we
Repaired,
get it,
you're
Repaired. We get it, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like, but no, that's crazy. And doing it in the big grand finale, you know, you got to be proud of yourselves. And
I had to lock in.
yeah, you know, like, really, really love that. Hopefully this isn't the end for, you know, competitive OCE Omega Strikers, definitely want to see more of this, see how you guys do in the future as well. And yeah, any words for the side of Jamer's Gamers?
Yeah.
Well, I was very scared to go against them. I always have been. They're like my favorite team. And Koinks is like super strong on defense. John is so good up front. Obviously they have Funky now too, who's very strong at like damage and everything as well. And I was very scared going into that, but they did so well. And I think that we just locked in.
Yeah,
that's it really.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And how was there any like specific preparations you made for this matchup? Like any strategies specifically for Jamer's Gamers, or just grinding out scrims, grinding out new picks?
The only thing we really talked about is we just had to make sure they never got IME.
Yeah.
It just
a huge one.
Yeah, it denies their best midfielder and, in my opinion, their best goalie.
Yeah, IME being that really strong pick.
Yeah.
I see it's very popular in OCE as well. And
Sure.
yeah, you guys did really amazing with drafting, which is like what you want to see in high level games, matches being determined by like really nice drafting, countering the other team. And yeah, you guys once again did really well.
Thanks, man.
I actually talked to the Jamers. We didn't end up doing it, but I wanted to do fearless drafts, but that never ended up
Fearless.
happening.
Yeah.
A what?
Fearless draft. So like, if a character gets picked, it can't get picked in later games.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
like
we
a
use
bit
the
of
whole
bingo,
roster over 3 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's enough
okay.
characters for it, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I personally love seeing, a lot of different like types of setups, types of comps. But yeah, you guys did well, and I'm completely out of questions. I don't know if anyone else has any questions.
That's
Yes,
okay.
no?
Thanks for casting, guys. For the
Thank
big
you.
Div 1.
I'm a big fan, EsperX, banger performance, Zinger Box
Nice.
As
emotes.
well.
Yeah, I've got Sharon's name now. I don't know how it's happened, but it happened. It was a
After
spur of
that-
the moment thing.
After
think we
that
got him away.
performance, would you say you're better than Zinger Box?
I am Zingerbox, bro. I'm as good as myself, Yeah.
My bad. I'm a huge fan of both Zinger Box, Like, best IMEs in OCE. I bought an
Thank you,
IME
thank
skin just because I saw you guys.
That's true. Funky is horrible.
Damn.
Guys, so
That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, a bit of lore given from Aka. But yeah, once again, really well played. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the interview. I'd just like to thank everyone once again for coming down to watch the stream. And of course, I want to give a big thank you to JetW for production. And of course, an even bigger thank you to Zenesis for hosting this div for such a long time. It's gonna be sad to see it go, but so much thanks in that regard.
I agree. He's done a great job. That was it's a pretty big thing to do. And he's done very well, and he's always on top of things, and nothing's a mess. It was a great experience playing divs. I hope for more stuff like this in the future. Maybe there will be, maybe. Other kinds of tourneys. Never know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
please. I'm addicted to this game. I need like so many tournaments, man. Like just to keep up with like NA tournaments who get them like weekly. I'm so jealous. But yeah, Zenesis, any words? For the people, your fans.
Yep, so I don't know, maybe a lot of people haven't really heard my voice before, but yes, hello, I am Zenesis, and I do appreciate all the thank yous and props. This was always one of those things where it was always designed to retain the current player base and not really look into like growing the player base, which is why one-day tournaments are still like very important. But I'm really glad that we lasted for as long as we did and we retained a lot of the player base. This community is awesome. I would like to say that. Yeah, I don't like talking too much. I'm pretty shy. That's why I always get casters. So yeah, it's been great, and I've had a lot of fun. And I did say in the post, if anyone would like to continue this, I'm more than happy to give them the spreadsheet and like let them know how I've been running it, and you guys can just keep going with it because you guys are great players, and this region is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, everyone's saying their goodbyes, and once again, thank you to everyone, and once again, congratulations to R.E.Mjob, and yeah, that is the Div 1 and Div 2 grand finales. Thank you, everyone.